So usually I review perfumes that I generally like, for the most part. Mainly because I do the research beforehand and make sure I get perfumes and perfume samples that generally have good notes and would be just enjoyable to smell. And I thought I did the same with this, a particular sample that I got, but a sample that I have mixed reviews about is called Decadence by Marc Jacobs, which is this little sample here. You can see the inside. So apparently this, I thought it was a real handbag, but it's actually what the bottle is supposed to look like, which is of course designed as a green handbag. It says on the back here, sultry, luxurious, indulgent, sensual, opulent. So, as I said, I have some mixed feelings about this perfume for a variety of reasons, and it seems like I'm not the only one that has also mixed feelings. Here's the bottle up close. So, this is an eau de parfum. So, and it's actually, it seems to be from, not only from Marc Jacobs, but also from Coty, which is just a really big and long-time perfume brand. So the thing about this, well, I'll put it on and then I'll tell you about the notes. Okay. Yeah, so it smells like pickles, basically. You put it on, it smells like you opened a jar of pickles and stuck your nose in the vinegar, and, well, that's not exactly what you want when you get some perfume. So, a lot of people seem to say in reviews regarding this perfume that there's indeed a very strong pickle smell, especially as you first put it on, but then it changes. And I wouldn't necessarily say that it changes for the better. So the top notes, unsurprisingly, don't say anything about pickles or vinegar. Instead, the top notes are plum, saffron, and iris. So I don't know if they use real saffron. I don't think so, because, well, actually, I don't think you can use real saffron in perfumes, because when you do that, saffron will release a toxin that can create allergic reactions in some people. So, plus saffron is the most expensive spice in the world, so not exactly feasible anyway. Usually they just use a synthetic derivative of saffron. As for the top notes, I don't know. This perfume is so far the only perfume that has me really mixed up. It's just really cloying, and if you watch my videos, then you know that I'm not a big fan of really sweet perfumes, especially not those that start out as pickles and then turn into something really, really sweet. So there's nothing fresh about this perfume. Now, like the iris note, I really enjoy the scent of real irises, but this is definitely not like that. I wouldn't detect any plum either. There's a bit of warmth maybe from the saffron derivative. The middle notes are Bulgarian rose, jasmine, and orris root. Again, none of those are really distinguishable. The main thing is a really kind of weird blend of some really strong spice and something that's really, really sweet. The middle notes, the base notes, are vetiver and papyrus, mainly. And, just looking at the note list, if I were to smell this blind or not know about the notes at all, I wouldn't really pick out any of those notes specifically. I would say that there's almost a cinnamon kind of sharp spice to to the fragrance. And the sweetness, I have no idea what note the sweetness is supposed to be coming from. This is supposedly a woody, fruity, iris and amber fragrance. I don't detect any wood notes. Wood notes are really supposed to be warm and grounding and kind of, make sure the perfume doesn't go off the rails, which this one I think has. But this Decadence by Marc Jacobs, really, you can't really detect any wood notes, I would say. This fragrance came out in 2015, and it was designed to be Marc Jacobs' first kind of really sultry, mature, sophisticated sort of fragrance, which are all adjectives that I would not use to describe this. I could just be being a harsh critic for this fragrance, but to be honest, okay, the pickle scent is gone, which is nice. Instead, it has been replaced with burnt cotton candy, something along those lines, which is just really strange. I suppose it could be reminiscent of the plum note in the beginning, but it just seems way too strong just to be a top note. And it doesn't smell like rose or jasmine or anything in the base notes. It's just, cotton candy, basically. And I do like cotton candy, but this is really, really prominent. And I only put a little bit on, and it's really strong. Granted, it is an eau de parfum, so it is expected to be strong, but I don't know, it's just a really weird fragrance. Especially, of course, the opening, where it literally smells like pickle juice. Once you get past that, I suppose some people, I would consider this a gourmand scent. Gourmand just means kind of foodie in, or something relating to food in French. And a scent like that is mainly one that is noticeably sugary or really sweet vanilla or caramel or chocolate or something. This is like cotton candy, like really, really sweet. And of course, there are people that enjoy those kind of fragrances. But usually a fragrance like that isn't marketed as, oh, it's sophisticated, the mature woman sort of thing. Usually a gourmand fragrance is marketed towards teenagers or young women, that sort of thing. This is, I wouldn't consider this a good option to be marketed towards a more luxurious or mature audience, as what I have read that it's supposed to be doing. So it's just kind of a all over the place kind of perfume. And I have tried this in the past to see how it would react over the hours, and it doesn't change that much. Usually perfumes kind of reveal their hidden notes as the hours progress, but this one is very, very constant, just burnt sugar, burnt cotton candy sort of thing. Fortunately, the pickle notes do not come back. It just kind of stays this really persistent sweetness, which, when I first put it on, I almost liked it, but then it just was really persistent, like really unchanging, and I kind of just got sick of it after a while. So for me, definitely, I don't care for this fragrance all that much. It's just really kind of out there. Granted, some people that do like sweet perfumes would probably like this, but just be aware that once that sweetness comes out, it's going to stay there. It's not going to change or really mellow out. It's going to be like kind of in your face all the time. especially if you put a lot on. It will just go out into the room and really kind of possibly offend the noses of people around you. So this is a risky fragrance, I would say. So kind of be aware of that if you decide to get it. So other than that, those are my thoughts about Marc Jacobs Decadence Eau de Parfum. It's kind of a hit or miss, I guess, for some people. For my preferences, not great. For other people's preferences, maybe it's good. So if you have any thoughts about this particular perfume, you can comment down below. If you like this video, you can leave a like, maybe subscribe, and I make videos throughout the week, so stick around for those.